Hello and good morning, everybody. I am live coming to you from StreamYard. How are you? On both the YouTube channel and my Facebook page. Oh my goodness, what a day. Happy Friday, everyone. And welcome to Terry TV. I guess I should have said that in the beginning. I'm Terry Harden, pop icon, and Imagineer, Muppeteer. Yeah, the list goes on and on and on. But today is a e-ticket day because I think I mentioned it to you last time. I know I did. I don't think I know I did. Um, on Monday, I had heard that Facebook was going to keep you from broadcasting directly from a platform of your choice, i.e., StreamYard, directly, that you were going to have to go through a few extra steps in order to keep using StreamYard and broadcasting in your private groups. Are you finding that you're challenged in your private groups? Feel free to post in the comments that you're challenged in your private groups, and I'm going to try and help you with that a little bit today, okay? The groups like this, which are your personal page, my personal page, and my YouTube channel, both of these are unaffected. And you can do StreamYard. Forgive me, I'm struggling with my outfit today because today is quite a day. Many of you know that I am not really good with technology. Everything about technology, especially when it's a new move, makes me go, blah, blah, blah. So, so I will talk to you today about the red dot auction. Why? Because I want to, but also to share with you this situation that may or may not have caught you, that may or may not have caught you off guard. That's what I wanted to say. Yes, may or may not have caught you off guard if you went into your groups via your StreamYard and found out all of a sudden you're public. Because the part about private groups, of course, is to reward people who are somehow either join the group, creates community. You know, a lot of these groups, all you have to do is just say you want to be a part of them to be a part of them. But in my case, with the tribe, I have a Patreon page, as many do. And one of the rewards is a private Facebook group called, wait for it, Terry's Tribe. Now, on Monday, I thought in the beginning that I was broadcasting privately to the tribe when I realized I was in public. And that was a little bit of a freak out, I'm not going to lie. And I had to watch what I was saying, because a lot of times when I'm in my private group with Terry's Tribe, I'm a lot more open, a lot more frank, and a lot more candid. Here, I'm more guarded because we're public, just so you know. So if you want to be a part of my Patreon page, all you do is go to patreon.com/Terry Harden and check it out, okay? www.patreon.com/Terry Harden and check it out. This, for $5 a month, allows you to be a part of Terry's Tribe. Why? Because if you want that kind of content, that kind of personal connection with me, then I need you to put a little skin in the game as well as me showing up, right? I need you to like show up. $5 isn't much to ask. You know, you can put a jar next to your door and throw quarters in at the beginning of the month. You'll have it by the end of the month. So this is why I chose $5. Does this make or break me? No, but it does make me show up. And this way I know you're in it. You're committed, because no one wants to take their time and get together with a group of people only to find out that maybe you feel a little bit. And I'm not saying that money helps you feel like you're not being taken for granted, but it does help. Okay. And that's all I'm asking for, is for you to commit by doing that $5 a month. That's what the deal is. Many of you can go up to a higher tier. Many do, because they think the content that I'm currently offering is worth more than $5 a month. And believe me, I do over deliver. I do a broadcast every morning before this one. And then I also have a Zoom call once a week. So I do that. There's a treasure chest involved. There's a lot of things involved that make it it makes it worth that $5, well over that $5, honestly. But this just is your way of saying, Terry, I'm committed. Here it is each month. You know, that's it. if you've ever done seminars or presentations before, you know that free kind of works. It doesn't necessarily really work for people to be vested. And that's what I've learned in my history at 66 years old. I want you vested for Terry's Tribe. Okay, so that's the deal there. That's all. If you want to do more, that's great. And I will be working on the other. There are other levels in that on that page, higher levels of contribution that you can make, and you get some different perks. But right now, those perks are a little neglected because I've been so busy with the passing of my dad and the handling of his estate. So I simply say, just do the $5. I will alert you when there's stuff in the other tiers that you might be interested in. Believe me, in the tribe, you're first to know. Okay. And also, what else was I going to say about the tribe? I was going to say one more thing, but I can't remember what it was, but I will in a minute. The point is that there, you're first, you help me with the decisions in my sculptures. You help me with titles of things. You get to be the first to know about things that are happening. You also, your voice needs to be heard. It's really not me doing what I'm doing now and talking to you like straight up, right? I'm not just like talking to you and reading your comments over here. I'm interacting with you on a Zoom call, which is amazing. It's a lot of fun. I really appreciate those. And, but I'm also interacting with you on the broadcast as well. So I welcome you to check this out. I would love for you to check it out. That's what I was going to say. It is month to month, so you don't have to hang in there and, be cuffed for a year if you don't want to. You're good to go, right? And I guess that's all I had to say about my amazing tribe, but there's a great group of people. We're not huge, but we are a number one group. Everyone is vested and everyone helps each other. And we talk about all kinds of things, not just Disney. We talk Lego, we talk fundraising and Chuck Jones, a lot of things. And you can ask questions in there during the Zoom call. You can make a comment, you can share. Just tons and tons and tons of wonderful stuff that you are able to be a part of. So I highly recommend you check it out. Try it out for a month. For the price of a Starbucks coffee, you can see if it's even your cup of tea, yeah, or your cup of coffee, so to speak. All right, perfect. So that's that. And I'm going to go back here. Hello, Melissa and Connie. So today, let me get back and then I will talk about the Chuck Jones. I promise. But today, the reason that I want to talk about this is if you have a private group, you're a host of a private group, and you figured this out, good for you. You figured out how to use a venue like StreamYard, a platform like StreamYard, and still broadcast into your Facebook groups, and yay for you. I'm still learning. I'm still experimenting. And luckily in the tribe, they're the ones that work with me to experiment. So if you are in the tribe, like you are, Connie, you can go to our private page and look at that broadcast if you want to. It's a lot of, talk to me, guys. Tell me if I'm this. Talk to me about this. Let me know if this is happening, because it's happening on my side. Is it happening on your side? That's kind of, everyone in Terry's tribe helps me to make sure I look good here and can broadcast to you very, very well. So Facebook decided they wanted to keep the groups with them. So they let you do this RMTP. Don't ask me what it stands for. And good morning, guys. And it's a way that you can use this platform and still broadcast into your group. It does take a couple of extra steps, but I will assure you that if I can do it, you can do it. You are all, if you have groups, especially those of you who have multiple private groups, you got this. Once you do it, it's very simple to set something up. I will tell you that I did learn that couple things. First of all, you can go in to Facebook and just broadcast directly and skip StreamYard entirely. But the thing is I wasn't sure that the broadcast would be recorded. And I like my broadcasts to be recorded, which StreamYard automatically does. And that way I can download them And currently we are working on a podcast, because many of you have asked for a audio version of these. And so my husband and I are working on a podcast. Not going to happen tomorrow, not going to happen for a little bit here, because podcasters, and if you are one, you know that you need to build a good sized library. Well, I'm doing the same thing as I learn. It basically will be something that is this is our basically are all my live broadcasts that I've been doing since 2020 to the present in an audio version. Many have asked me if we can put them on a Spotify, if we can put them on a iTunes, if we can put them there so you can listen to them. So they won't be, super fancy, other than my husband is making sure at the best of his ability. Because understand, early when I was broadcasting, I was using different equipment. I was using equipment that was like my iPhone. And my very, very first video was, hey, am I even on? Can you guys see me? That sort of thing. So I've come a long way, as well as having a camera with a switcher, which I don't have today. Because honestly, I just wasn't up to going out to my studio. I'm still, organizing that. But I wanted to just let you guys know that it will be back into the studio. We'll be back to some sophisticated things. I have some fun things I want to share with you, and we're going to get back to that. Now that my father's estate is kind of settling a little bit. It's not done. It's probate, so it's not done. But it's settling a little bit so I can focus on my art and become a more brighter, happier person. But I did want you to know, if you have private groups, fear not. There's a way you can do it in Facebook and still be able to connect with your people. It's just going to take an extra step, whatever that extra step is. Now, as I started to tell you, you can skip StreamYard entirely, go into Facebook, right? And when it says, what's on your mind, you click on that, and it opens up. And if you don't see the word live there, then you click on the little 3 dots that are over to your right in that strip, and you click on that, and then you'll see live. Click on live, and then it gives you some options. It gives you the options of going live right there. I cannot tell you, if you go live and skip StreamYard entirely, that's probably the easiest, but I don't know if you can schedule it, because I wanted to be able to have a recording of every broadcast, and I wasn't quite sure how to do it going directly into Facebook. I do know that StreamYard does it automatically, so that's why I worked a little harder and did the other version, which is called the Stream Key version. When you click on Stream Key, it gives you a Stream Key. You don't really need to know what that is, other than you're going to need it. And then there's a great YouTube video, which I should list in the comments, that the woman just sort of walks you through how you can, broadcast in your group. And that's how I learned how to do it. And it worked well today on my private Terry's Tribe page. But the one thing that I missed was unable to do my little thumbnail like you guys saw here, and then let you know that it's coming. Right? It tells you coming soon. And I had a lot of you really make some lovely comments about this up and coming broadcast, which I really appreciate. Well, I want to do the same for the tribe. Okay. I want to do the same for my patrons on Patreon. So I've got to do a little work. What may happen is I've got to create an event. And the event, the cool thing about the event is it tells me that I can invite people who aren't on Facebook. And I actually saw this demonstrated with my sister. I didn't do it. But my father was honored at the Los Angeles let me say this right, the Veterans of Los Angeles National Cemetery on Sepulveda. That's what I'm trying to get out of my mouth. Boy, it sounds like a Monday, doesn't it? I apologize for that. Anyway, they sent me an announcement to tell me that my dad's name was going to be on a roll call list, that they do this every month, and they honor those who have passed away in the last 90 days. And they were going to say my dad's name. So I immediately texted my sister, and then I sent my sister an email with all the information. And she is not on social media. So she doesn't do social media. And I know that there are many people out there, many in my tribe don't do social media. So my challenge was that I would take these videos that I do that are private to the tribe and post them in the tribe website. But now Facebook tells me if I create an event, I can invite people who aren't members of Facebook in to that event so that they can watch it too. And that's what happened with my sister. She's not a Facebook viewer, but she was able to see my dad's name called at that roll call event. So she was very excited about that. She was thrilled that she was able to do that. And that to me is something that I'm going to explore this weekend. And I've asked the tribe if they happen to be in and about or near their page. If they see me pop up, it's going to probably be called, this is a test. And I'll pop up and ask them questions. I did this in the very, very beginning when I was working to fine tune my microphone, when I was working to work with my cameras to make sure people could see the lighting properly. My husband, Lindsay, and I worked very, very hard to get it to look cool and nice. And we asked the tribe. So being a part of Terri's tribe gets you a little more involved in what I'm doing and how things affect you here on this channel. Is that, you follow? Okay, excellent, cool. We got lots of people saying good morning today. And here I can, I should mention very, very clearly that I cannot, like this, when I pop in Melissa and she says good morning, like that, you won't be able to do this anymore on, even if you are using StreamYard, it won't do this anymore. It stops. But I will tell you, as I hide Melissa's comment, I will tell you what it does do, and that is it has a similar layout to this when it broadcasts. Again, today was my first broadcast into my private group, and it had my video like is set up, and then over to this side, I could read the comments, and it had everybody's name on it. Because you know, when you're in a private group, sometimes it says Facebook user and you got to keep giving permission and blah, blah, blah. And it drives you crazy. It never really worked right. I will agree with the lady on YouTube. Never really worked right. So I can't pop them on here like I can with this one. But I think that's worth it because that seems to be the only challenge. The other challenge is that you're in Facebook, you're getting your stream key. You have to go over to StreamYard. You got to put that stream key in. Don't worry about it. Like I said, we should post in the comments this video and the video so that you can, the link to this lady's video so that you guys can follow it if you need to. She explains it way better than I do. And she can show you how to do it. The only difference is that I think I'm going to try events. Let me say that again. I'm going to do events this weekend because I think that would allow me to do my little thumbnail, which I've come to know and love, and also tell you guys early when it's going to appear to the tribe. Here, you guys got it early because this is the same as I've always done it, but there it'll work out. And the only thing I cannot do is put your comments here. I also, what happens today, I'll tell you that once you've scheduled either your live stream, I can't speak for events, but for the live stream, I will tell you that what I had to do was go into StreamYard and activate it, go live on StreamYard, and then jump over to Facebook and click going live on Facebook. Okay, so it's a two-part process, but worked. I did notice a small delay in my video, but everyone from the tribe reached out and said, no, you're not delayed here and we can hear you just fine. And that was lovely. That was fantastic. So, so if you have any questions about it, feel free to post it here. If you have any specific questions and I can answer them, or I will give you more on the events because I'm thinking an event might be a better way for me to go for my tribe so that they can prepare and know when I'm going to pop on. And then it still saves it for you in your page, in your group page. So anyone who didn't make it today can go into my tribe page as long as they're a member of the tribe and can watch it later. So low turnout today because everybody was like, oh, she's broadcasting, blah, you know. So that was the way it was. All right. Okay. So basically grab with both fists forcefully and move forward. Just keep swimming 1 foot in front of the other and you got this. Okay. This is mainly what I wanted to say. If I can do it, you can. And I was, this stuff terrifies me. Whenever they change, it's like, oh man, it feels like a root canal. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think it's going to be the last people who close behind a wall. You know, they're going to make you jump through some hoops with some of this. Now you can say to yourself, and one person did, you could do a group thing on Messenger. I understand. I'm not sure if that's true. Or there's a new thing called, what is it? Whatnot, which Rick Law, who's a very talented artist, has had some great success with Whatnot. And you can broadcast live in there. But I didn't want to add something else to my back. I'm 66 years old, and I just want to stay with my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook. And yeah, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I think there's one more I do, but not as active as those three. And I just want, and my Patreon page, of course. But TikTok, I have a presence there. People keep following me, but I'm never on it. And I'm never posting on it because I'm like having I'm just not ready to add another thing on my back. And if I do, it might be Whatnot, because Whatnot has like a way that you can watch a person draw, sculpt, or paint or whatever. And you can talk about your process. You can show what you're doing, how you do it, and possibly sell your art. I know that Rick Law does lots of drawings and people bid on them. So that's pretty exciting. There's other people who have objects and create an auction and you bid on them. So there's lots to learn on this one too. Not yet. So what is my advice to you? Am I just riffing? No, I'm not just riffing. What I'm saying is, rather than throw the baby out with the bathwater when you go see a new sparkly, add it like ingredients to a soup. Yeah. Oh, I think I'll add a little TikTok to my soup of the other three, right? But don't kick out that which you're good at, right? And then check TikTok out. TikTok drives me crazy. I just don't understand how to do a lot of the things that people do in TikTok. So aces to you if you know how to work that. I'm sure if I trained, I would be much better at it. But at this point, and I have a challenge with Instagram Reels because and stories. I haven't learned how to do those yet. It's just, I feel that someone who is busy person doesn't necessarily have a lot of time to be busy on social media. I'm doing live paintings. I'm doing live sculpting. I don't do it digitally. Digitally is my concept, a way to do a concept, okay? So I go into a digital program to work out my layouts, to work out my visual concepts, to make sure everything's balanced, and to generate maybe the base drawing if I'm going to do something in a painting that's more structured, which for most of my paintings right now, they've been structured. I'm going to get looser soon. But the lovely thing about that is that digital works faster than I think. So let's say I got the basic idea and I like what it is, but I'm not sure how to lay it out, and I'm not sure if there isn't anything better. And I promise I'll demonstrate this for you so you can see what I mean. But the nice thing about digital illustration or digital drawing or digital concept, however you use your digital, you can work really fast because you can hit layers and keep drawing. And sometimes you get into this Zen mode where you're not even there. You're kind of in a zone like the Force. You're kind of like, ooh, while you're creating, and you're like, ooh. And then you look down and you go, whoa, how did I do that? And that's because digital works so quickly, unlike, paper. So there is a place for it for me. I just really like the smell and the feel and the texture of clay. So I always work in clay. And then I like the sound of the pencil on paper. So I do that. And I like paintbrush and paint. So digitally is fun. I'm not saying it's a bad way to produce art. I just love the old stuff. And so that, I like digital art. I love doing it in real, like for real. And maybe I'm not even using the terminology because digital painting is real. But to me, I want to feel the paint. I want to get the paint on me. Yeah. One thing, if you've always wanted to paint and you don't like to get dirty, digital is the way to go. And I've learned quite a lot about it. So I've enjoyed it. In fact, the pin that I designed for the upcoming chalk event that I've been talking about, that was all done digitally. And that way I could just pull it from my digital program and send it off to the pin person. So there's lots of benefits with the technology that we're using today. I just live in the older world where I'm using paint to paint and clay to sculpt and wax to sculpt. Whoa. Old can be the new, actually, right? Yes, indeed. So, oh, we've got some people like all chatting now. Oh, I love it. I love it. So we have good morning. We have a heart. Look at that, a heart from Connie. And a good morning. This I can do because this has not changed. And Mike says, how am I today? And I am better. Yes, I was a little nervous. Good morning. See? So here we go. Crumpet Puppet Troop. How you doing? I'm going to show you on, if I remember, on Monday. And the Crumpet Puppet Troop made me think of it. The Crumpet Puppet Productions. They've changed their name. Sorry, I should read, shouldn't I? Crumpet Puppet Troop. There we go. No, Crumpet Puppet Productions. See? It's in my brain, right? Listen, I'm going to show you, if you're someone who doesn't sew and you don't feel that you're creative when making a puppet, I'm going to show you how to make a puppet out of toys, and it's really fun. So maybe next week sometime. Depends on how busy I am, but I promise I'll show you that. I'm analog. Digital confuses me and does not make my life easier, says Melissa. But you know what? Melissa's in the tribe, and one of the blessings of being part of the tribe is you have access to Melissa, code word, Great Mouse Detective. So if you're someone who's looking for that thing that you've been looking for like years and months and forever, I don't know what it is. She doesn't think she has this power. But let me tell you, Melissa is magical when it comes to finding things. She has found some pretty challenging things that I have asked her for. And it's not that I've tried to stump her. Sorry, my eyes itchy. It's not that I tried to stump her, but I am working to, like, if somebody says to me, I have been looking for XYZ for months, I say, get on the tribe page and ask Melissa, or on our Zoom. Look, Melissa's here on our Zoom. Now's your chance to ask. And they ask, and then that fast, she seems to get it. It is incredible how talented she is at finding anything, but it's the speed, you know. And here's the thing. If you've been looking for it for months, and let's say for whatever reason, it stumps Melissa for a little bit, okay? Melissa goes, you know, my first couple of things, it's a little more challenging. It's going to take me a day or two to do this, but I think I can do it. Then are you really going to care if she doesn't do it that fast, or in a couple of days she comes back for you and say, hey, found it, you know? But your head will spin at how fast 99.9% of the time she's able to find it. So this is the benefit we have with Melissa, the Great Mouse Detective. Bob says, I just found out before the Patreon, Rolly Chrome's son is having an event tomorrow in Palm Springs. Yes, Chris is working to sell his book. Okay. Let me just show you this book, because I bought it. I bought it because he's a good guy. I didn't really get to meet him until after the passing of Rolly. Rolly didn't really tell me about his son or his family. And I remember sitting with Chris and saying, I just thought he wanted to be protective of his family, you know. What was it? The Lindbergh baby that was stolen? So a lot of celebrity families, not Chrissy Teigs, your kids are all over social media, but most their family doesn't want to show you their kids too much because it could be a danger to them. I'm not saying it is. It's not, but sometimes people are just private. Chris said no. Rolly just sometimes didn't mention. But here's the book. This is hardcover. He does hardcovers and he does soft covers of this book. And here, and this one was really special because he got me one that was actually signed by Rolly. See, that's actually Rolly's signature right there. And I don't know if Chris signed it, but if he didn't, I'll have to get him to sign it. But here's the thing: the person who put this book together, Baby Tattoo. Okay, that's the publisher. See the publisher. He met with a terrible, I believe it was a boating accident, which just ripped from us. And it was devastating to many people who were using Baby Tattoo. But more importantly, this was I never got to meet this man, but he was a very loving and kind and sweet person. And all of a sudden we lost him. So just poof, this accident happened and killed him. And in a blink of an eye, we just didn't have this guy anymore. So, I don't know if I think this book was supposed to be available in the Oceanside event, but it wasn't for whatever reason. Back in the day when Rolly was doing that museum thing in Oceanside, we actually took the train down to see him. It was really a wonderful experience that I'll never forget. I was really grateful. Let me see in the back if it says anything here about the guy. Published in 2019 by Baby Tattoo Books, and I heard that this is just a great, it was a really great, it was a really, really great place to get your books published if you're an artist. My friend Brian was published by them, and they were good friends with this guy. So it says here in the back, let's see what it says here. Special thanks to Kat Monabat, Corey Brooks, Erica Larson, Ken Kibo, Kickstarter, Marie Tochi, Mike and Janine Van Eaton, Philip Rothman, Ronnie Self, Van Eaton Galleries, and their entire team at Oceanside Museum of Art. Because this was supposed to be at the Oceanside Museum of Art. Okay. And let me do just one thing, guys, because I'm getting invaded by Facebook people. That was earlier today. I'm learning how to do that. But anyway, to answer this Palm Spring thing, Chris will be selling these. He'll probably, I know he has a handful of hardbound, but he also has a lot of softbound books. And he found out that in a warehouse, Baby Tattoo had a ton of these. So he took them on and he's selling them. And they really are, they're a lovely, they have, it's not a lot of writing, although there is writing. They have here, they have just pages and pages, if you look here, of fun stuff to look at. So like, I just passed a fun page. Let's see if I can find that fun page again for you. But this just has tons of beautiful pages. It talks about, it has Chris building in it. So here is Chris. If you're going to get out to Palm Springs, this is what he looks like up in the corner. There he is. And he's an Imagineer, and he did work with his father. So it's not like they, it was nothing. Don't read in all of that, problem with family, because it just wasn't true. So it just shows making of things. You get to see. It's a great book. So I highly, and you get to have these drawings from Rolly, okay, like the gypsy wagon. Okay, there it is. So I highly recommend that you do it. If you can afford the hardcover, you want to do that. That's just my advice. And it has his posters in here. It has his rock. It has everything. As I look through it, I'm just trying to see. Has a lot of, amazingly fun nudes, which I'm not going to show you. Also, I'm building the chess set. So here are some drawings of chess pieces that I'm creating. I'm creating the Candleman right here. And this is the bishop and this is the knight. And those are my the chess pieces that I'm doing for Rolly, and I'm hoping to release that in October. So anyway, based on what Bob Burdine is saying here, it would be worth it to go out, hear Chris speak, and then it would be worth it to, it would also be worth it to take a look at the book. Okay. And then I also got a few extra goodies because isn't this cute? I thought that was cute. I got a few extra goodies because, it's always nice to have a package when you do a book. And Chris did the same thing. So anyway, didn't mean to go on that tangent, but I think it's one that, since Palm Springs, he's going to be there tomorrow, would be something that would be good. So thank you, Bob. That's very helpful. Bob also writes, I met before your podcast today. Yes, Melissa's so cool. She helped me find a person who I can give my wheelchair to. So I'm telling you, it's all kinds of things in the tribe, guys. She just has a knack to give a wheelchair a tune-up. I had been looking for one for months, and she found it quick, and she does. She finds it quick. I'm telling you, the woman is magical. So there you go. So how about talking what was in the title? Sorry, guys. So tomorrow is the Red Dot auction number 14. And you may be saying to yourself, what is Red Dot? Chuck Jones, Society for Creativity, always raises money twice a year. This is their big gala once a year that they're going to be doing. And artists can contribute to it. I contributed a painting this year, and many of the tribe contributed paintings, but you can too. You're a little late for this year, but next year, they always do it around this time. I will say they usually do it in May, but for some reason, everybody is having a challenge with booking in May. Maybe there's lots of weddings and graduations that are taking up the venues that they're used to. But Chuck Jones got very lucky, and the gala is going to be in Irvine this year, and it's going to be at I'm going to read it, at the Segerstrom Shelby Event Center. It's a car place, and they're giving them both floors. They're giving the Red Dot auction both floors for us to walk around, pose with the cars, shoot with the cars, and I will be talking about it. Also, you can sign up online and go to Chuck Jones. Let's see. You can learn about contributing artists. You can click the link below for tickets, which are still available if you want to go Saturday night. The festivities begin around 7, and it's great. It's great. But you can also tune in to the auction if you want to stay home in the comfort of your home. You'll be able to sit and hear a broadcast show that starts at 7 with Linda Jones-Clow, which is the daughter of Chuck Jones, and her son, so the grandson, Todd. And there's all kinds of special guests that are going to be interviewed and everything that maybe couldn't make it to the event live. So they're going to do it, or maybe they're going to have a microphone that they interview you and then put you on the feed for online. So check it out, guys. It's going to be really great. If you want to join the webinar, I should actually put this up for you, but maybe I'll post it in the comments later. Any case, if you want to bid on stuff, then just go to just go to Chuck. You could do red.auction.org, or I probably would do Center for Creativity, Chuck Jones Center for Creativity.org to find out, and I will do my best to post it for you later in the day. But it's going to be fun. There are about 80 paintings, I think, last time I looked. Now I'm sure more and more are going up as the days progress, but they will not be available until the night of the auction. So this is new. They used to allow you to bid on them early, but now they felt like this time they were going to make it all like you go to the event and then you're online at the time that people are attending, and you're all bidding like in an actual real auction. You know, you got someone on the phone, you got someone online, and you have us live and in person. So I will be there, and many of the tribe who did paintings. And if you did a painting for it, then you'll be there too, and walk up and say hello, and I'd love to say hi to you. This is going to be a fun, exciting event. Let me tell you something else. If you're an artist looking to get recognized, charities are the way to do it. They're a great way for you to get recognized. And simply what you say is, hey, I'm happy to do a painting or a sculpture or a collage, whatever you do for the auction, but I need to be there so I can talk to people about what it is they're looking at. And this allows you to meet people who have a charitable heart and get to know you, creating a what? A relationship. So that's why it's so important and so lovely to have, to do something for auctions. Always offer at an auction, and then just say my payment is getting to go to the gala. Because some of these galas can be very, very expensive to attend. But when the artist says they want to come, a lot of times the curators of said charities, and I've done a lot, will say, oh yeah, perfect. And then sometimes they let you speak from the stage about what you brought. And it gets people excited, and it raises money for a good cause, and everybody's happy, So it's one of the ways you can get out there and get known if you're a brand new artist, is to do something for a charity event, and it's a win-win situation. Yes. So it's very, very cool. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Shelby, hello, Shelby. Found you from Pete. Yeah, oh, this Pete. What an amazing man, huh, Shelby? Wowzer. I mean, come on. Wow. Such, heart bigger than Texas. You know how they say you have a heart as big as Texas? Pete has one bigger than Texas. He's an amazing man. And you got to listen to his show. Find it on YouTube. He will let me know. Well, we were broadcasting live right from there. So you can see the show through him. And I should go in and find him, follow him if I haven't already. I think I went and followed him right away, but I got to double check that. Life has been a little crazy. But if I haven't followed him, I am going to follow him. And then I will pull the show where I was speaking and put it in my playlist. So those of you who want to listen to it and you don't want to leave my channel, well, feel free to do that. But check out this show, because his stuff is, his podcast is like nothing I've ever been a part of. And people like you, Shelby, came and signed up for the channel, and I really appreciate it. If you enjoy it, please share with others that you're having a good time and that they should come and be a part of this channel too. It's a very eclectic channel. It has no rules. And you'll know that, Shelby, the more you're here. There's no rules. I just talk about what's on my mind, and my mind is like a freeway. So you just never know. But welcome, Shelby. And I had such a good time on Peach. Wow, what a great experience for me. I do a lot of podcasts. I interview, forgive me, on a lot of these. And not that it's bragging, but I want to. If you need a guest, then reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you out. College students write me and say they're writing a paper on a particular subject that they heard me speak on, or that they thought I might be able to help with. And I'm more than, at your service if that's what you need. So don't be shy. Just reach out to me via Messenger, or you can go to my website. My website is TERRIHARDIN.com, and you can write to me. So here's my website. And you can write to me by going to Terri@TerriHarden.com. That's my email. So let me pop that up for you. I haven't done this in a while, so this way I'll do it for you. Terri@TerriHarden.com is the way you can reach me, okay? Just go to TerriHarden.com, and you can, and it'll say, how do I reach you? And you can do it through there. Go to the website, click on it, and do that. Or be real, be cool, and be a part of the Patreon page. That's another way you can do it as well. Okay? All right. And now, it's really fun to be a part of the page. And if it's not, you stay a month and then you go ahead and leave if it's not your cup of tea. But it really is a fun page, and we get a lot more. We dig into specific techniques. I talk a lot about mindset, but it's not always me talking. It's other people chiming in and sharing. I'm going to also get the spotlights back up where you can be on and talk about you, so I can learn a little bit about you. which I love to do. So I'll be doing that too. Mike says, you look very nice today. Yes, I'm wearing the shirt Bob Burdine gave me, my Star Wars Hawaiian tiki shirt. It's actually a very special one to me. I have to be careful because I will wear it a lot. So my friends, I'm going to sign off here. You can see my voice is a little tired. That's because I was worried about getting into my private page. Feel free to look at last Monday's broadcast where I'm on a hybrid channel. So I just decide to discuss why the channel has become a hybrid channel, where I'm talking to both people in the tribe and the public channel, because Facebook decided to the way we do it and do some fine tuning and stuff like that. I will come back next week and talk a little bit more of what I discover, so that if you're broadcasting or attempting to broadcast in one of your private groups and you're having a little trouble with it, maybe I can shed some light on it. So I will be doing that just a little bit for a few weeks until I get a little comfortable, because I'm testing a few things so that you can make the decision as to what you want to do. Now, if you're tech savvy, hey, chime in, let me know, because I would really appreciate it. I'd be grateful to hear anything you have to say. Okay, guys, do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. I will be sharing some fun things from Terry's garage as I'm cleaning my garage and finding some really cool stuff that I thought, let's be honest, I didn't even know I had it, to be real. I mean, oh my goodness, yikes, right? So, yeah. Bob says, I must say, Terry has a big heart, has come out to the little town for 3 different events for us. Yes, Bob Burdine and his wife are very, is the word philanthropic? And they used to host tons of events, and anytime they wanted to do a charitable event, I would say, if I'm available, I'm coming, you know. But I wasn't the only one. Everyone loves Bob and Rose because they are just so generous that it's a great way. So volunteer for some events. Let people know you're an artist and that you're happy to put something in their live or their silent auction that you have done by hand, created yourself, or an opportunity to meet and be at your studio. They love those. There's a list of things. Be creative. And we talk kind of in detail about it on the tribe. And all you have to do is ask the question, and then we deep dive into stuff that you want to know. Talk about Lego. I'm about to speak at a Lego convention this year in Seattle. Fingers crossed. There's a mouse meet that I might be a part of. Hollywood show, you know, the one in Burbank where everyone sort of sells their autograph. I'm going to be at that. And it looks like the LA Breakfast Club is looking at me for October. So the tribe learns about this stuff. You'll learn about it a little bit, but the details are worked out in Terry's tribe. So patreon.com/Terry Hardin if you want to learn more. Just $5 a month. Okay. All right, my friends, have a nice weekend. As Mike says, I couldn't say it better. And do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better, as I've said before. Thank you, Mike. And I will see you soon. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you Monday. This broadcast works, so no worries here. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye for now.